Hi guys, Lara here. I'm doing this video about a show that we went to the weekend just gone. For once, it was just me and my husband Sam and Roxy that went, and we did some showing classes, which I'd never done showing classes, just me, before, and it went pretty well. It was at Burstow Park, I remember I said that, which I'd never been there before, and it was a nice place. We did, it was a long way to get there, so I was quite glad that Sam was coming with me. It was really nice to spend that day together, and Sam took loads of good videos and photos and stuff, so that was great. He drove us there. He towed the trailer. Usually it's me that has to tow the trailer and then ride and then tow home, so it's like exhausting, so it was nice to have someone tow there and back, and me just have to ride and sort the horse out, because my husband's not horsey at all, so he can't, he could hold her if I ask him to, but he can't really he can't tack upwards or anything like that. So he also did shutting the ramps and stuff, so that was cool. But when we got there, I thought we were too late for the class which I was hoping to do, which was Prettiest Mare, because it was quite a long way. It was over an hour. That was the furthest that I'd ever towed Roxy, or we'd ever towed Roxy, and it's also the furthest that I'd ever been for a show, so it was the longest that we'd taken, and I didn't know it was going to take as long as it did. But when we got there, we went to the office and said that we were hoping to do Prettiest Mare, but were we too late? And she said no, it's fine, they were running a bit late, so I speed tacked up and went in, and I thought, I wasn't sure how it was going to go, because obviously I hadn't warmed up or anything, and from my experience, people who are late kind of get marked down. That's kind of what I've seen in showing, they don't tend to place as well if you're late, so I thought oh, it's not going to go great, but actually it went really well, and somebody actually came in after me, so that might have helped. And we got third, and I was pretty pleased with how she went, actually, especially as it was in the indoor school, so it wasn't a massive amount of room to do our show. I think it would be better. They had two really big outdoor schools as well. They were using one for the warm-up and one for the clear round, and they were both big, so I think actually they'll be better. So when in the summer, when they do more shows, I think it would be much better when they're using those, because I think there'll be a lot more room, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'm just going to put the first video of Prettiest Mare in and let you watch that, and then yeah, I'll see you in a minute. As you can see, she's a bit faster than I possibly would have liked. She's really on edge, and also because I hadn't warmed up, she's got more energy than she really should. But I was quite pleased with that transition there, and she's going quite well. She's only 6 years old, so she still struggles with circles, so I wasn't sure how well the circles were going to go, because it's quite a small space. Sam, for some reason, only started recording halfway through my show. I think he said he sort of realised that he probably should be recording. So this is the end of this is Prettiest Mare. I was quite pleased with her head there. She's just starting to go into a nice contact. She thought we might be trotting there, so she scurried off. She's starting to go into a nice contact and walk every now and again now. So my leg just slid back a bit there. But overall, I was pretty pleased with that, to be honest. Our next class was Best Coloured, and that was straight after. So we quickly scurried back to the trailer, because obviously I hadn't had too much time for Prettiest Mare to get her ready. So we scurried back to the trailer, and I gave her a brush off and brushed out all of her tail and her mane a bit better, and put in a bit more chalk to fluff them out, and baby wiped her bridle to make it a bit more shiny, and my boots as well, and so just made her look a bit more pretty, or prettier than she already did. And then we went back and went in for Best Coloured, and I'll add the video for this. And honestly, actually, I don't think this went as well as Prettiest Mare. She seemed to actually have more energy in Best Coloured, and I'll let you watch the video, and you can sort of see. We've actually got the whole video for this one because Sam actually remembered to start recording. So I'll see you in a minute when you've watched the video. So this is Best Coloured, and I'm just walking here, and I really don't know what's going on with my arms. Like, they're jiggling around all over the place. I really need to work on that. She's was very forward going at this point. I don't really know why, but she's going into a nice contact every now and again, which is nice to see. And I think my position is pretty good. It's just, yeah, my arms, not really sure what they're doing, jiggling around like that. Now, I was waiting to go into trot because I didn't want to have a steering malfunction and crash into everybody. But literally, I had to put on the tiniest bit of leg, and she jumps into trot. Like, she was really on edge at this point for some reason. And her head's like right up like a giraffe, so we really need to work on contact in trot as well, because at the moment she's not particularly good at that. Our steering also at this corner was not great. She was trying to sort of go back over that way a bit, so. But it's a nice active trot at least, and I also think it's like maybe not quite so fast, or as at times not as fast as it was last time. And our canter transition there, she sort of ran into canter a little bit there, but it's quite a nice canter, quite nice and steady, so I was pretty pleased with that. And then I brought her back to walk to change the rein, because she was feeling so forwards going at this point that I was worried she was going to break into canter crossing the diagonal, and again we might have a steering malfunction and crash into people, because she was being really strong by this point. See, there's a lovely head there though, very pleased with that. Lovely contact going into. We're getting more and more, seeing more and more of that with her now, which is nice. And then we're going round this way, and then this was a bit of a disaster. So I asked for canter and she got it right, but I thought she was on the wrong leg, don't know why. So I brought her back to trot again and asked for canter again. Now I thought she was on the right leg, but she wasn't. She was now on the wrong leg. So we just continued on our little merry way, and that was the end of that. Down the centre line, and she had a little trip there and struggling to stop, and we're stopped. So I wasn't really pleased with how that went at all, to be honest, but they obviously saw moments of a nice pony, and we actually got third again. So after showing had finished, it actually ran longer than I thought it was going to. And originally I was planning on doing the clear round cross poles if we were in time for those, and then the 40 centimetres if the cross poles went okay, or we were just going to do the 40 centimetres if we didn't get in time for the cross poles. But showing went on for so long that actually we missed the cross poles and the 40 centimetres. So it was now the 50 centimetres that was running. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you'll know that Roxy, when we're out and about, really struggles with her confidence with jumping. At home, she'll jump like 70-80 centimetres, but out at shows, I really struggle getting her around like a cross pole course. But we've made like good progress. And so I was hopeful that we would get around the 40 centimetres, but I thought 50 centimetres is probably pushing it. But my husband was like, just give it a go. If, you know, she refuses. So my kind of plan was that if she refused a jump more than twice, then I'd just jump something that she'd already jumped and then leave, you know, just stop. But so originally I'll put in some videos from the warm-up, because actually I went into the warm-up thinking, actually, if this is terrible, then we're not going to do it. But she was really good in the warm-up, and my husband took a few slow-mo picked videos, which are quite fun. And so yeah, I'll put those in first. So you've just seen the videos from the warm-up, and although she was getting a bit deep on them a lot of the time, she was really good, and she was listening, and we didn't have a single run out or a single even like me feeling like she might run out or she might stop. She just jumped fine, and that one in the middle I think was about 60 centimetres, so I was hopeful. But so I'll let you watch the clear round and how it went. And that was the end of that. No, I'm only joking, it wasn't. So that was the first jump, and she decided to stop. So that was great. But actually, I'll let you watch the rest of the video that my husband took afterwards, and she did amazing afterwards. I was so pleased with her. I'll let you watch it.
Yeah. It's like 2, 2, 2, 2. What leg he's on? Or can he just change it? So does this one actually fizzle out for you?
So yeah, I was really pleased with that. So we're hoping to do more 50 centimetres now, because she did so well on that one. And she actually had to jump the jumps, whereas when we do cross rails, I kind of just feel like she just does like an extended canter stride over them. So that's our plan, is to keep doing 50 centimetres when out and keep our fingers crossed. Thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. We go to quite a lot of shows, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty of videos to come. Sometimes it's me, and sometimes it's my son who rides, so it'd be great if you want to watch more videos, and click the subscribe button, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye!